Sitting here waiting for an appointment, and a couple things happened today that God put on my heart to share with you. And it might not seem like it's anything that's going to help you with success, but in reality, it is, because it's about patience and about waiting and about faith. And the long and short of it is how things change. And we have to remember that God's in control of everything. If something happens, it's by His will, and we seem to think for some reason that if we come to Jesus and become one with God or do things His way, that everything will always turn out perfect and easy and right. But it's not that way at all. And really the purpose of God is twofold. One is to get rid of our selfishness. And if you don't believe you're selfish, just look at a little child. We have a 9-month-old boy at home, and he's a great kid. I love him dearly, but man, he is demanding. And when he wants something, he cries. And it could be simply, because he has a bad diaper and needs changing, or he's hungry or whatever, because he can't talk very much right now. He's just learning to say mama and papa. So it's fun, but it's also, you can see that the human nature is very selfish. So that's one aspect of it, is God is trying to kill our human nature, our selfishness, our egotistical nature, whatever it is in us that needs to die. And then the other aspect of it is He's trying to build up our faith. And the faith is that no matter what happens as we're going through things, that we remain faithful that God is in control. So when somebody's late or doesn't show up for an appointment, or for example, we sold a house and the people buying it, they had a house in escrow in the States, it fell out, so now it's delayed, if it even happens at all. And how do you react to all that? Are you disappointed? Are you frustrated? Do you lose sleep because of it? Or do you just roll with the punches? Most of us don't roll with the punches because human nature won't let us. So we have to learn these things through the Spirit of God. And this is where God is teaching us. Are we listening? In other words, when it happens, do you get mad and upset and yell and scream, or do you step back and say, okay, this is by the will of God, and my faith is that it's still going to happen, or it's going to happen in a better way for us, a higher price maybe, better terms, whatever the case may be. But the long and short is you have to keep your focus or your faith on God, that no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to be able to sleep because you have peace, and you're going to eat, and you're going to have a roof over your head, because God is a great provider. And this is one of the ways He's a great provider, and the biggest way it gets you to the highest level of success, because we have to learn to roll with these punches. And when we do, people see us in a whole different light than a lot of other people who are pushy and demanding and want to sell only their own product, and pushing because of the commission or whatever it can be, because that nature, the human nature, is selfish. It wants those things. If the Spirit of God is in you, you really don't care, because it's only money. And in the end, what is the main focus is doing what's right for your client and doing things in righteousness of God, which the two go hand in hand. And then you'll find success at a whole different level.